Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just say no, it's not so bad. You need the best I ever had. I like Gary Allan. Parts of the Caribbean. He's a pirate. Oh, Facebook getting me this morning, man. There's a picture of your dog who died 6 years ago. My good boy. My Bolt baby, man. And there's a blue tick hound bully mix. Oh, he was so sweet. I do not have a lighter. Give me 1 second, be right back. Okay. No, I lived in this town called Hampton, Virginia, and I lived about 2 miles away from a small little beach that was there that led to the Chesapeake Bay. And I used to take Bolt down there, and I could let him off leash, and he never ran away from me or anything. He was always right there. And one day we're down at the beach, right? And we've been throwing the ball around for a while, and I'm letting him run around. And he sees this seagull, right? And the seagull's like just off, like maybe 2 feet in front of him in the water, and he's barking at it, and the seagull's not going anywhere. And like, I guess he gets so frustrated that this bird isn't running from him, then finally that he jumps out after the bird. And when he does, there must have been like this sinkhole where this rock was right underneath the bird, because he went completely underwater. It was cold. It was in the beginning of February or something like that. It was still really cold out. And that bird just flew away hackling and laughing at him. And I just had to say it was one of the funniest memories, was just him barking at that bird and then jumping at the bird thinking that the water was going to be shallow. And it wasn't. A weird little bump right where that lady stuck me. Sorry if I make weird faces and stuff, y'all. It's just I have to keep my posture really well right now. You've been sticking your tits out. No, that's just trying to keep my neck straight and my shoulders back and down off my fucking bones. Proper posture. Blessed be. Nothing from the deck today? Okay. Not right now. Oh. What should we do? My arm is burning. What should we do, huh? Start with the spoons and shells. We got 3. We got this Taurus energy again. And we got the moon. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, man. Intuition, crossroads, cutting cords. Your intuition is telling you that it's time to cut some cords to go in new directions on these crossroads. You don't want to carry that old baggage with you, right? And carrying things that you don't need with you. Definitely a time for a purge. Give me a second, y'all. Why I haven't been going live. It's a very strange feeling, because it doesn't always hurt so much, but you always feel it. It's very... Nerves are so weird. Nerves are so weird. Ooh, parasite. Parasitic energies. That's what I was talking about with that cord cutting. Effortlessly, right? Ooh, I don't know. I'm getting this whole stuck energy. Stuck energy for sure. Stuck energy for sure. That's just my little coaster just got stuck to the bottom of that. Sticky cords. Sticky cords. Wow. Let's see. I don't know why, but I want a past life card. See, I don't know. It's just when I saw that effortless card, I got that trying to hold, but there's nothing to grab, so I let go. I also got that image of like the rope when it's wrapped around somebody's hands all red and they're holding on to it and everything else. And it's like sometimes what's painful is you're holding on, right? You're fighting it, and it's time to release it and let it go, right? Let it effortlessly. So the universe is trying to remove somebody from your life or something from your life. Allow it to do so, right? I got the arts and I got phobias. So there's definitely energies from the past life coming through. There's definitely gifts and abilities that you guys have similar from past lives. There's also fears from past lives that are causing a bit of a blockage right now. 3D45D, do we need story time today? Try to do something today. It's gonna be hot. Ooh, here we go. Got the letter. We got the tower. Ooh, the letter and the tower. All right, so we're gonna go with the letter first because it came out first. Apologies for my terrible reading out loud, but I like you guys to get the message truly instead of hyper phrasing. All right, so there's also 7 of Swords, right, on there. The letter, written exchanges, results, document, messages, instructions, and mail. Little Red Riding Hood is a tale relating to communication. Red Riding Hood's mother has instructed her to bring a basket of treats to her grandmother and to stay on the path. But the wolf has slipped a letter into the basket as well. Unaware of the lupine's threat, just a few steps away, our heroine has stopped to pick some flowers. Her pause gives the wolf a chance to communicate with her. He tricks her into telling him where the grandmother lives. And when she finally made it to her grandmother's cottage, Little Red Riding Hood knew something was wrong. The wolf had devoured the grandmother and eats Red Riding Hood too. The woodman hears the wolf and quickly cuts him open to save both Red and her grandmother. In this tale, as in many, the contents of the letter can affect the outcome of the story. In the reading, the letter card can represent a written exchanges and important information. And when you see the letter, know that news of some sort is coming. Other meanings includes getting documents or results back from a test. Good news or bad news, the letter needs to be read. Ooh. So definitely some communications coming in. Let's see what this tower's got going on here. Tower card, 6 of Swords. Cooperation, large buildings, restrictions, and bureaucracy, edifice. Rapunzel is a tale of a young woman trapped in a tower. She is held there because of a problem created by her parents. Her rescuer was a prince determined to make it all the way to the top of her tower. This card points at how You can be restricted by the rules and regulations of the land. This card refers to large buildings. It can quite literally mean a skyscraper or a place of power. Rapunzel's punishment is a type of legal proceeding since her father broke the witch's rules by sneaking into her garden. Dealing with the bureaucracy can be a nightmare of red tape, but if her parents had just asked instead of just taking, Rapunzel might not have been imprisoned in the tower to begin with. She had to get involved to save herself, so you can expect that when the tower shows up, you must take matters into your own hands. Lawyers, corporate chiefs, and military top brass are all represented by this card. A gaping maw of an animal at the bottom stands as a warning to play by the rules. Look for helpful cards nearby the tower for possible ways to cut through the red tape that may come. Ooh, so a lot about communication, a lot about communicating, a lot about making sure that you're getting all your information and reading all your information that you do get, and a lot of getting involved in your own rescuing. Getting involved in your own rescuing. Six of Swords just fell out again. And the true story of Rapunzel, the prince doesn't save her. No, he doesn't. The witch gets mad and she catches the prince and she blinds him and leaves him wandering in the forest blind. And Rapunzel manages to escape the tower herself, and she stumbles upon him, and when she cries, tears fall into his eyes and wash away the poison from the witch. So he failed in saving Rapunzel, and then Rapunzel ends up saving him. Just putting it out there, man. That's just the way the story went. Flipped over from the last time I did the reading on this, with this deck. They're upside down. Alright. Alright, there's definitely a lot going on here. We got the Four of Rods, right? That's definitely passion building foundations here, stabilizing energies, right? It's got harmony, home, and marriage is usually the Four of Rods here, but it's a strong foundation that's definitely being built. Strong, passionate. There's a lot of ingenuity going on here on the 3D. A lot of figuring out. I got this Five of Cups here in the middle. There is still a little bit of paranoia and ingenuity, and I think a lot of ingenuity of getting around spilt cups in the past. When I'm getting this past energy it's the sticky energy, sticky chords, right, that I'm feeling going on here. There's definitely a rite of passage happening here. A rite of passage happening here. And definitely a need to work on skills. A need to work on skills and education still. That is going on here. It's going to go a long way. I got a lot of thinking outside of the box. There's a lot going on the 3D here, y'all. There's a lot going on the 3D. I'm definitely getting an energy of wanting to start new stability, trying to figure out ways around it, trying to get around these sticky cords from the past. There's definitely, yeah, a major rite of passage, learning to deal with this stuff within the 3D level, right? I always call it 3D shit, right? 3D shit is always, for me, yeah, bullshit, red tape, paperwork, just nonsense. Why do we have to do this? Why? Because some bureaucratic asshole said you did, right? Didn't create society, we just have to live in it, right? I definitely get on the 40 here. There's coming out of a major recuperation time here. 4 Swords reversed here, right? In this deck, too, it says truce. And I don't know why, but I'm getting the scene from, how is that? Independence Day, where the president is trying to ask the alien, he's just like, is there a way that we could have peace? And the alien's like, peace? There's no peace. Just want you to die. You know, they just want the planet. They can care less about the people, right? They don't care, right? And I have a feeling that there's been a lot of people, and especially in the empathic community, we generally try to make peace, right? We try to make peace with our past. And I've got this whole message, like I said, with the sticky cords, and it's like you're always trying to be nice, but it's time to cut the cord and stop trying to have a truce, right? It's time to move into a new vibrant energy, right? There's a little bit of, be mindful that you're not numbing yourself too much, right? And try not to overindulge in this new energy that you're coming into, because it's going to be, 10 of Cups addictive type of energy, right? It's going to feel amazing, this energy that you're moving into, right? It's going to give you a lot of strength. It's going to give you a lot of strength. You're going to know this connection and these connections that you're meant for. And you're going to have to stop allowing these toxic old cords to manipulate your new connections, or manipulate how you feel about your new connections. If your new connections, dude, for real, if they make you feel like this, yeah, cut that old shit out, man. Cut the old shit out. Stop allowing old phobias to keep you from moving forward, right? The 5D definitely says there is this devil, toxic, clingy, heavy, painful cord that is connected to you, right? It's a bond, right? And in cutting it, someone's going to have to be left out in the cold, right? Just how it is. And you can't feel bad about it, right? Right? You can't feel bad about it anymore. They bound you up. I just get this big message of, they bound you up. They tied you up. They wanted this for you, and it's biting them in the ass now. It's going to bite them in the ass now, right? Because, yeah, you got the Star card, right? You're using your calculations, you're seeing things for what it is, and you're moving forward. I got the Knight of Pentacles here, right? I'm done with that. You're done with the old connections, okay? I get it. I get it. There was nothing I was ever going to do that was going to allow you to, that was going to give us peace so that everybody could have it good. Because this person, the wolf, wanted to make crazy communications. They wanted to make it difficult. They wanted you stuck. They didn't realize that while you were stuck, you were reorganizing, re-strategizing, and you're ready to come back into manifestation modes. Oh, just that parasite cord, man. You just gotta learn how to... Whew. Gotta learn how to not feel bad, because that's genuinely how karma works, right? People take advantage of you, they push on you, It's this whole thing, right? With the Rapunzel in the tower, right? It's not always your fault that you're stuck in the situations that you're in, right? What am I getting? What am I getting? What am I getting? It's not... Okay, so the wound itself isn't your fault. You didn't inflict the wound, but it is your job to make sure that you care for it. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. There's no limitations on education. I'll be your huckleberry. See, now I thought that was I'll be your huckleberry. It's I'll be your hucklebearer, which a huckle is the handle on a coffin, and I'll be your hucklebearer is I'll be your pallbearer is what he was saying. I thought that was so cool. I always thought to be your huckleberry is in like Huckleberry Finn, down for an adventure type deal, but no, or a game. I'll be your pallbearer. That's so badass. I don't know, and I get it too, right? Well, Johnny Ringo, we started a game we never got to finish. For blood. I was just playing. I wasn't. I'll be your pallbearer. This is the game you wanted to play. It's the game they wanted to play. We got to stop feeling bad for these people who insisted on playing these games, and now karmic retribution is coming for them. You only mess up when you mix seasonal people with lifetime expectations. You lean against me, and I'll lean right back against you, and that way neither one of us has to sleep with our heads in the mud. The problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. That's why I like to put things into like a 5D type of sense. Like, you know, separate it a little bit. For every question, there is an answer. For every answer, there is another question. It's like praying for rain as I stand in the desert, but I'm holding you closer than most because you are my heaven. For my will is as strong as yours, and my kingdom is as great. You have no power over me. Life has been good to me so far. Our love is like the wind. I can't see it, but I can feel it. Just get a strong connection of people on similar timelines coming together and learning from each other, right? Watch your step. There's shit everywhere. The power dynamics are changing. People who were in control are losing control, and they're not happy about it for sure. All right, wrap this up. Nothing is impossible, meaning all things are possible, even impossibility. I'm too involved now. You jump, I jump, remember? Can't turn away without knowing that you're going to be okay. Fire away. Everything is backwards now. Like out there is the true world, and in here is merely a dream. All right. Find a little oracle card, and we'll call it a day. And go do something fun, hooray. I might try to go to the beach today. It's going to be 80 degrees, and I know the kids want to go to the river, and they're like, oh, we like to go to the river instead of the beach, but the river's still really cold right now, and the beach water is almost 70 degrees. Though, I'm going to check the tides and just make sure that jellyfish aren't running yet, which they usually don't run until later in the year. Ooh, we got the fractured vessel here. I always love this card for some reason. Like, I don't see it as a bad card. I love the moons on it, of course. But I always get this vision of this. There's this beautiful, beautiful statue, right? And it's of a woman, and she's sitting Indian style, and or she's sitting in a meditative position, and there's a crack in her chest and light coming out of it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm such a dork. And I know a lot of us say things along the lines of, you know, cracks are where the love gets in. I've always felt it the other way. The cracks are where the love gets out. Heart center openings, right, is when you crack open, right? Let's see if I can find it. There it is. Right? That's the image I pick up whenever I see this card. Right? I said, was on somebody's, was upset the other day, and they're like, I don't understand. I'm always so kind to everybody, but then when I need people, I always feel like I'm very alone, and people are always just doing just random mean things to them, and they don't understand why. And I was just like, you know, people throw rocks at things that shine. That's just it. Some people throw rocks at things that shine, things that are sparkly, for no reason other than to break them, right? For no reason other than to break them. It's no rhyme or reason or no reason for it. They just do. That's just in their nature, and it's kind of sad if you allow it to make you sad. That's the whole thing with the empath, right? Even we can see the good in assholes, but what they don't realize is all those cracks make you sparkle more in the sunlight. All those dings and dents make you more original. All those times you've broken and you've put yourself back together has created, you know, that's the Japanese art of broken china, where they would repair it with gold. And now, because it was repaired with gold, it was more beautiful, more valuable, more unique for it. So it's like, don't be mad at people who throw rocks at things that shine. It makes it more unique and more beautiful. And without the rock throwing, you wouldn't be as wonderful as you are. That's all there is to it. All right. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all very much. I'll be back as soon as I can, I promise.